Hi, Tanj here from TMJ Coaching, and I just feel inspired to shoot a really quick video in service of real estate agents who have a fear of rejection and avoid prospecting like the plague, even though you know it is the livelihood of your success. It's like oxygen to your progress. And the reason I feel inspired to share this video, which is how to have a breakthrough in resisting rejection and getting into action in your prospecting, is I just did a coaching session with one of my clients who absolutely hates cold calling and door knocking, knows that they need to do it, but avoids it like the plague. And to be honest with you, listen, as a coach, I could, give them a strategy and even scripts and dialogues, but let's be honest, no strategy is going to make any difference, certainly in the long term, if we don't deal with your state, if we don't deal with the truth of what's really going on and your definition of prospecting. So here's what I know. The reason we avoid prospecting is predominantly our fear of rejection. And so what I asked my client was, listen, when was the last time you were really rejected? And they took a look, and what surfaced was 16 years ago, they left the partner they were with, they started another relationship with another partner who then left them. So they rejected someone, and then this person they left them for rejected them. So that's what happened. But here's what my client made it mean. They made it mean that they are bad and wrong, that they have effed up their lives and the lives of others. Their emotional experience was full of shame and guilt and remorse, and they felt really bad. And so they lived that reality for 16 years, and today they got that really clear for themselves. And when we are walking around with the weight of the world on our shoulders, feeling bad and wrong, like we've effed up people's lives and our own, and we are full of shame, that is like the lowest frequency emotional state that we can be on. And don't take my humble word for it. Go to an amazing book called Power versus Force by Dr. David Hawkins, who's unfortunately not with us anymore. And in the middle of the book, Dr. Hawkins deconstructs the map of consciousness. At the bottom of the map are all the lower vibrations and the lower energetic states, and at the top are the higher states. When we are here, we don't really perform, we can't attract any magic, and we get sick. Interestingly, the lowest frequency is shame. Ironically, my client suffered chronic fatigue syndrome for a number of years and then tried to mask the suffering through drinking and virtually became an alcoholic. And in one conversation today, we've come to see that the reason they're avoiding prospecting is because they fear rejection, because the last time they were rejected, it wasn't the rejection that hurt. It really was the decisions they made about themselves. So I then asked my client to go, okay, cool, well, can you be responsible for the decisions you made about yourself? And they said, yes. And I said, if we do nothing with this, what's the inevitable future? They're like, more of the same. And I'm like, exactly. No script, no dialogue, no strategy is going to make a difference. You're not going to become a gun at prospecting if we don't shift this belief system. So I asked if they were ready to remove it. And I asked, when you take a look at that, what can you see? And they said, well, really, I can see I was a human being that made a mistake. I said, exactly. And can you forgive yourself for that? And they said, yes. And I said, and can you forgive the other person that then rejected you? And they said, yes. And then from that place, what's possible? So we hung out with what's possible. So if you're, and they created a possibility that has completely liberated them, and now they just feel really loving and peaceful and more compelled to pick up the phone and be a contribution to the clients they have the potential privilege to serve. So if you're a real estate agent and you're listening to this and you hate prospecting, consider you hate rejection. None of us like it, right? But it's bound to happen in this industry. Like you've got to rise resilient in this world of rejection. It's not personal, yet we make it personal. I would hazard a guess that there is something from the past that's still in your space today that is up in your face, and you're avoiding prospecting tomorrow because you don't want to experience that same pain. Today's the day to let that go. If you want to do it yourself, take a look at where the rejection occurred, take a look at what you decided about yourself, get responsible for it. Have a look at the way this is impacting you. These disempowered beliefs are impacting your, taking action in your world and producing the results that you want and making a difference. Once you get clear of the impacts and you take responsibility, and like my client, you see you're human, you stuff up like all of us, forgive yourself. Really forgive yourself. Have a look at what the Google definition of forgiveness is. I just did, and it brought tears to my eyes. Forgive yourself and the others involved. And from that place, see what arises. If you need help with this process, reach out to me. It's why I am here, because I believe you've got an amazing amount of potential inside of you that is just busting to be fulfilled. I also have a selfish desire for the communities here in Australia to experience great conscious operators who just positively partner the sale of their biggest asset. So it's a win-win-win. If we all heal the pain of the past, get our focus on serving the client, and please, if you're in pain, don't look for the script, don't look for the strategy, heal the source of your rejection. If you need some help, reach out. We're here for you. I hope you have a beautiful day.